Yesterday, we made our predictions about Owl Moon, and today we are going to work on questioning as we read the first half of the story. I see that, John, you have your hand up. What's up, friend?
Did you remember the idea when you write it so big? Did you remember the idea that we had to do in our heads?
Oh, I think, was that yours? No, who had that idea, that prediction? I don't remember, but it was a good one. Maybe it'll come back to me as we're reading. Okay? So let's go ahead and start reading Owl Moon by Jane Yolen, illustrated by John, and I don't know how to say his last name. It is very long. So I'm not going to try. Owl Moon. All right. It was late one winter night, long past my bedtime, when Pa and I went owling. There was no wind. The trees stood still as giant statues, and the moon was so bright the sky seemed to shine. Somewhere behind us, a train whistle blew, long and low, like a sad, sad song. Well, this is tricky today, friends, to make it so that you guys can see it and also the camera can see it. I already have my first question, though. So I will hopefully write smaller today. And my question is, what is owling? It says Pa and I went owling. What is owling? I've never been owling. I don't know what that means. So what is owling? Miss Ham? Okay. And let's see if we can figure out what owling is as we read. I could hear it through the woolen cap Pa had pulled down over my ears. A farm dog answered the train, and then a second dog joined in. They sang out trains and dogs for a real long time. And when their voices faded away, it was as quiet as a dream. We walked on toward the woods, Pa and I. Gavin?
I found out what the question was.
What?
Why is it called Owl Moon?
Oh, why is it called Owl Moon? I like that question. I'll add that one to our chart. Why is it called Owl Moon? Gavin? There we go. I like that question. Oh, I see lots of hands, and I love that you guys are questioning things already. Let's save them for the next page, okay? Our feet crunched over the crisp snow, and little gray footprints followed us. Pa made a long shadow, but mine was short and round. I had to run after him every now and then to keep up, and my short, round shadow bumped after me. Oh, look at their shadows. Can you guys see that? Look at how long Pa's is. And look at how short his is. But I never called out. If you go owling, you have to be quiet. Oh, as a good reader, I'm going to remember that because I'm trying to figure out what is owling. And so they're telling us when you go owling, you have to be quiet. So I need to remember that. I think that's important. That's what Pa always says. I have been waiting to go owling.
Whoa. I know.
Oh, Zachary, you need to be muted, please. Okay. I have been waiting to go owling with Pa for a long, long time. Brinley.
I think I know what owling is.
What do you think owling is?
You look for owls.
You think it's looking for owls. I want all of my friends, if you think going owling means you are looking for owls, give me a thumbs up. If you disagree and you have a different idea, give me a thumbs down.
Or listening for owls.
Or listening for owls. I think that's a pretty good prediction. Let's see if that's true. We reached the line of pine trees, black and pointy against the sky, and Pa held up his hand. I stopped right where I was and waited. He looked up as if searching the stars, as if reading a map up there. The moon made his face into a silver mask. Then he called, woo-hoo, 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 the sound of a great horned owl. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. I'm thinking that this page is kind of confirming Brinley's prediction because now Pa is making owl noises. Again, he called out, and then again, and after each call, he was silent. And for a moment, we both listened. Oh, Bryn also said that maybe it's listening for owls. And so now it says we both listened. So that's kind of giving us evidence for that too. But there was no answer. Pa shrugged and I shrugged. I was not disappointed. My brothers all said sometimes there's an owl and sometimes there isn't. Oh, can you guys see what animal is in the hole in the tree? It's not an owl. We walked on. I could feel the cold as if someone's icy hand was palm down on my back. And my nose and the tops of my cheeks felt cold and hot at the same time. Oh, I relate to that. When I go snowboarding in the mountains, sometimes you're so cold because you're in the snow, but then you are exercising so you get hot. So then you're cold and hot at the same time. But I never said a word. If you go owling, you have to be quiet and make your own heat. Taylor.
They're trying to be quiet, but with the loud. They are trying to be quiet with the loud snow, but I don't think they can.
Oh, snow does crunch a lot when you walk on it, right? And it does make some noise. That's a good comment, Taylor. I wonder if that's going to be a problem. We went into the woods. The shadows were the blackest things I had ever seen. They stained the white snow. My mouth felt furry for the scarf over it was wet and warm. I didn't ask what kinds of things hide behind black trees in the middle of the night. When you go owling, you have to be brave. Oh, so now we know that when you go owling, you have to be quiet and you have to be brave. Zach?
I think I know what owling means.
What do you think?
That means that they're hunting, I think.
Oh, maybe they're hunting. I wonder if people go hunting for owls. I wonder if that's allowed. All right, make sure you hit mute again, friends. Then we came to a clearing in the dark woods. The moon was high above us. It seemed to fit exactly over the center of the clearing, and the snow below it was wider than the milk in a cereal bowl. Ooh. I sighed, and Pa held up his hand at the sounds. I put my mittens over the scarf over my mouth and listened hard. And then Pa called, "Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo." I listened and looked so hard my ears hurt, and my eyes got cloudy with the cold. Pa raised his face to call out again, but before he could open his mouth, an echo came threading its way through the trees. Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. So friends, it says an echo. The hooting is echoing back. Do you think it's pause hooting coming back to him like an echo? Or do you think that it's a real owl? Olivia, what do you think?
A real owl.
You think it's a real one? I see that Miles has a stuffed, is that a stuffed owl? Awesome. All right, I think that this is a good spot, friends, to hit pause for today, and I'll put my sticky note here, and then tomorrow we'll have to keep reading to figure out whether it's a real owl or whether it's pause echo coming back. Okay, so we are still trying to figure out what owling is. We have a pretty good idea so far. And we're also trying to figure out, why is it called owl moon? So tomorrow we'll finish it up and we will try and find the answers to those questions. And maybe we'll have some more questions once we keep reading. Brindley, what's up, honey?